idea. I can multitask when it comes to
Oh yeah,
brainstorming.
totally. Like I said, you can just stand. Just make sure you don't stand in the way of someone's construction ever.
Well, and I always keep my controller sitting at my side.
Well, that's the thing. Is like you could be sitting there playing Zelda and have this major idea, and literally just bring up the controller, and
Yeah, I could literally just
you can
drop it
stay
right there.
co-hosting on the mic. And
But yeah, Majora's Mask 3D, man.
the
It's
last
what
Zelda
I've
I
been
played was
wanting to play for.
Ocarina of Time, so it's been a while.
Yeah, it's the sequel to that one. Oh, damn, this does look pretty nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a lot bigger. I had to. I mean, it went all. I had finished it all the way around, and Drugs had built a working lever gate, but I'd used different
I can help
materials.
you with that, too.
Oh, I know how to do it. I went online and studied redstone stuff. I know how to do quite a lot of it. I just, like I said, some people are just a lot faster, and other people can say, "Look, I'm bad at it." But now this one's way better material, and um, it's a better one. I'm liking it. I'm just gonna do some lanterns around it now, inside and out. I want to build, like I said, a few more buildings inside. Maybe throw down a few villagers. Villagers will probably die and despawn, so we got to be ready for that. I'm gonna go through and break a couple blocks out and change them with regular bricks, so they're not all just one brick too. Of course, I just can't fucking seem to find.
Oh, thank God, this fairy is as annoying as
Oh,
not.
there's an Enderman out there. I should just go kill him for fun. It's no challenge. I like how the mobs are here, but they don't do anything. It'll be a DM's job when they see like creeper damage to repair it. The venturers don't have to think about that. They can do it on the fly if they want, but you got to remember, folks, that's the job of the DMs too. They're not just there to keep track of people. They got to keep building and repairing. And like I said, as long as you have the supplies in your ender chest or creative mode, you can, from creative mode, you can keep doing stuff. Yeah, Firepower, I really felt like you and Dom would have a lot better time being adventurers, to be honest, first time through. But the next world, whatever I call it, I kind of want to see if I can get the opposite. Get the build team from this one to be the beta adventurers and vice versa. I'll always just kind of have to be an adventurer or builder. There's only two cities really too, so I don't think maybe we can build a small like treehouse village and see if we can get villagers to live in it. That'd be kind of cool down the road. Yeah, definitely. I want to do some shout outs to other games. So weapons, from other games and armor, try to mimic it and bring it in. It's kind of a shout out to those older games.
It's great. Oh,
can't figure out what sponges are supposed to be for. I know what they're supposed to do, but they don't really do anything. Just wonder if I'm using them wrong. See, you know, if they can make that crappy Skyrim world and charge people $5, then we can make one better. Maybe we can get it on the PlayStation Store.
Even if ours turns out crappy, it'd still be better than the Skyrim.
Yeah, dude, the guy that created that, the kid that sat and created that little world and refined it down for the PS, got paid like $500,000 and then got $1 off of every sale. It sold 3 million downloads the first day. The kid made almost $4 million. I say kid because he's only 19. I'm old enough to call. No, well, yeah, no, that was, you know, there was a lot behind it. Now, the PC version of the Skyrim world's bigger, but they weren't the same. I made some bridges in this one. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now remember, folks, you guys are all sitting in chat. You guys know who's going to be a beta player, who's going to be the first open wave player, but you guys are going to be going against each other frequently. Like, PvP is open. You can totally slaughter someone and steal their shit. That is not taboo. People bitching about that are taboo. What are you guys going to do? I mean, Dom, you Firepower, you guys play a long time here with me. You know, you guys going to team up against any of the news? You going to represent the DOB old school? How's it gonna go? You could be like, wasn't a beta, I don't have the beta reward, you know. Now, like I said, the beta reward's only gonna start out with one thing, and that's you're going to get to keep everything you get in the beta, and then you'll get a beta reward. But you know, you may not want to use it all. You may be like, oh, I'm going to make like a random, like, you know, noob on day one, like, go get me, like, challenge them and take on that. And there's going to be a lot we build after the beta is done before launch and change things up. Definitely, like, think about that too, designers and creators. Like, when you're putting rewards in chests, you may not want to put the biggest powerful stuff yet. We may want to, like, start putting that stuff in later, and, you know, just really stick with stone and iron, leather and chainmail. Don't worry about diamond stuff. That's like arena quality. I hit a few really hard to find iron stuff or diamond stuff, but, like, you're not going to be able to get it till you have Aqua Affinity on something, and, you know, so I'm not too worried about it. Nah, there's no way to join the build team right now. This is purely, like, anyone new that's never played with me especially is just gonna be an adventurer. Even most of my regulars are gonna be stuck being adventurers. But I'll tell you right now, man, adventuring is gonna be the funner part of it. I mean, I think for some of us, this world will be creator part of it, but the next world, we'll want to be adventurers. You know? Like I said, you know, right now you could be watching the show while you're making your own world, and maybe I'll get to come in as an adventurer on there. You know?
I'll probably do that.
Pikachu, Dominator, Firepower, you guys could be, like, working on a world right now, like, that will eventually be, you know, yours as host. Drugs Bunny, Sigma both, like, you know, could be PS3 streaming pretty soon here. So, you know, co-streaming, vice versa. Next World, we'll switch it up. And if you're on the build team, you know, but it's not just build team. There's also the dungeon master. And, you know, so far, I know Fear wants to be a dungeon master. I'm going to be a dungeon master. It doesn't mean Pro has to be one. He could just be a builder, and then, you know, while we're doing that, he's watching it laughing while, like, playing Destiny. DM's like a whole nother cup of tea, too. But for right now, just know that we're designing a new world just for you to be entertained and rewarded in. And the great thing is you can pick one item, and we'll continue to remake it in the next world. So you can literally just take your character stuff over to the to the next world. I wish I could do it an easier way, but I'm gonna have to do it like that. Like, just remake it for them. That's why we're only gonna let people take one item over, though. This is too much. There's no point in starting a new world if you've got everything. Like I said, bold new direction for the show. I think it'll be for the Minecraft part. I think it'll be good. We don't have to worry about farms either. Like a horse stable near the horse racetrack. I mean, there's going to be a lot of ways without adventuring to make loot and money and fame in this, too. You'll be able to, like, go into the arena, do the labyrinths, just go dungeon hunting, be a vault hunter, kind of loot hunter, and you can also, like, horse race or, you know, horse joust. Just make quick money that way. And that's fun because the DMs can actually bring their horses in and race against us, where we can race against them. So I can bring Shadowmare down. Just remember, this is a big project for one person, you know, so it's nice to at least get 2 to 3 people working on it overall. It's also a lot harder, like I said, like for come in and see what was somebody doing here? How do I continue? You know. So a lot of times projects tend to be 1 or 2 people at most. Fear's just floating. You're gonna be back. Alright, should I just eat solo? Yeah, see, I'm totally glad I had to rebuild because everything I've done is just way better looking, flows better. This is one of the only games you have to like redo stuff, but I've done it enough on Fallout and Skyrim when my game freezes that I find that almost every time on the Take-Two I find something, refine something.